This is a demo to introduce you to an interesting way you can color your line art. When you open up this file in Photoshop, if you want your experience to look like mine, I have only these windows open. Everything else I have turned off because I find it's easier to navigate when I have less distractions. So what I've got open from the windows is layers, brushes, and color. But please take note, there are a lot of ways to view color when you've opened up this window. If you look at the hamburger menu, all kinds of options. I've set mine to the hue cube. Now let's get started here. This is an example from an artist whose link I've included in this assignment, Susan Burkhardt. But hopefully you can take this information and apply it to your own original artwork. So I just want to let you know how to do this. And this is very easy with line art, and I will just copy this line art here. I'm going to duplicate that layer. And if you just go here to the adjustment layer and hold down while you're in that layer and go to Invert. If I close that down, let's see, Invert. You'll see that it takes all the information that is black and switches it to white, and all the information that was white and switches it to black. So your artwork would be placed like this, because I'm assuming you work with on a white background. But by applying this effect, you can create this. And I'll have a separate video just to sort of review this whole process of inverting artwork. But let's just go back in time now and start out with the tutorial. So what I've got here is the artwork here, and then I've got the layer sitting above it that is set to normal. Now, it's important that if you want to be able to follow along and get the same results, that you import this brush that came with the assignment. So when you have the brushes window open, you go up here to the hamburger menu, and you're going to go to import brushes, and wherever you downloaded your folder, that's where you're going to find that brush. So here I've got this watercolor demo brush, and basically you just open it while you're in Photoshop following those instructions, and then there it is. I'm going to open it up, and that is the brush. So I want to also point out that the brush attributes are going to affect how this works. And if you look up here, you'll see this brush is set to a mode called multiply. The opacity is 42%, and the flow is 26%. This is basically like, this is establishing how quickly the paint comes from the brush, how opaque it is, how much it can sort of cover up what's below it, and how it interacts with the layer below it. So let's just dive in here, and with my Q, let's hit red, and I'm going to get my stylus here. You could do this with your mouse as well. And then I'm just going to very loosely sort of color in these areas. Now, just so you can see, if you were to have just used a brush that was set to normal, let's see what would happen here. I guess because the opacity is set down too, let's see, let's change the opacity, and let's just see, it would just cover up things. Not as interesting. So let's just Command Z back in time, and let's get that brush again. And now I just want to present to you very quickly the idea that with this brush, you can come over here and you can apply a different color. Let's say maybe I'll go here to green. And you can be very, why is it? Oh, sorry, I'm not in the right layer. You can be very loose, and it just does some really wonderful, subtle things. And because you're working kind of loosely, I think it sort of frees you up a little bit. Now, it's also easy to, if you've overpainted, you can just get, since you're working on a layer above the actual artwork, you could get into your eraser and you could erase back. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time coloring this in because this is just a demo, but I really want you to be thinking about how you can transform your line art using these steps and create a very unique and compelling point of view.